Hi everybody, Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Welcome back to my channel. To everybody new, hello and welcome. So before I get started, I just wanted to let you all know that I have rolled out my new channel membership for the Pixie Squad. So if you would like to come and join up and be a member of this channel, it is $1.99 a month. You can go and check out all the perks by clicking on the join button next to the subscribe button on the front page of this video. There's already members coming in. We're growing a Pixie Squad family in there, so there'll be, exclusive backstage content and lives and all kinds of fun stuff. So check it out if you'd like. So that's, brand new. So on to the rest of it. Really, really exciting. Oh my goodness, I forgot to introduce Stellan. Some of you know Stellan and maybe some of you don't. So this is Stellan. And he is my Levi by Bonnie Brown. He's a very special baby to me. And I'm actually gonna give Stellan a bottle while I chat with you all. And one of the reasons why I have Stellan for this video, I haven't had him on in a while, and I haven't done a bottle feeding for him in, I don't even know how long. Long time. So, but Stellan actually joined me on a live interview the other night. I'm thinking, oh goodness, I forget. I got my days all mixed up, folks. I'm sorry, but it was a couple nights ago. I did a live interview in another community. It was, oh my gosh, that was so cool. With Laura at Life Perplexed. I am going to put a link to that live interview down. I'll put the link in the description of this video. In case you all want to go see and check it out. It was a really fun bunch of people from the purple community, and very inquisitive, wanted to know more about the reborn dolls, and it was just super fun answering all their questions, and just hanging out with them was great. They were such a great bunch of people. A bunch of them came over and subscribed over here. In fact, Lauren, one of her members, even joins my Pixie Squad membership. So welcome. Just like I said, really fun bunch of people. I joined up over there. Definitely, gonna go back and hang out with them a bit. I absolutely had a blast. So check out Laura at Life Perplexed. You can get through the link, in the video that I'll put in the description, to go see her channel and check them out. Because let me tell you, such a warm, welcoming bunch, that as far as for the reborns. And if you would like the inside story of how we came to, connect and kind of what happened, before the interview, how everything came to be, that I have shared in my membership. There's a video up chatting about it, and, we're chatting about it in there. I'm choosing, for my privacy and just for various reasons not to get into it further. It doesn't matter. You're all welcome to go and check out the live chat. That's public. You can see the whole interview and see for yourself what it was. So that's available. So I thought that was fun. Definitely wanted to let you all know, in case anybody wanted to check it out and also check out their community. What I did want to say is I just think it is really nice for other YouTube communities. We talk about it all the time in, the reborn doll hobby, how we wish we were not so misunderstood by the mainstream, public of YouTube, and in our lives, our friends and families in our lives, and many of us have folks in our lives that just don't understand, that just, aren't open-minded enough, or, they don't care to have the questions, or, stuff. And we are in 2020, folks, right? So I feel like there is so many hobbies and so many, like, places in life where people feel more, free to be themselves, and, not so, like, what I'm saying, like, back in the day, it was just much more difficult for folks, like, it just seemed like if you didn't fit into a square box, of, quote, normalcy, or just stay on that ordinary plain Jane plane. Not that there's anything wrong with that whatsoever, if that's you, and, like, you just like to just even, and you don't enjoy anything out of the ordinary. Like, I don't mean it that way at all. I just mean for those folks that don't fit into that cookie cutter box, is what I'm trying to say. In this day and age, a lot more things are understood and accepted, right down to, like, disabilities and special needs, and children. Like, I myself, have ADHD, and, the dyslexia, alcoholic and addict in recovery. These are things that were much more misunderstood, like 20 years ago. Like, when I was going to school, it was, like, unheard of for a girl to have ADHD. I just got labeled as, behavior or trouble, or, like, I didn't get any really. I mean, in the upper grades, and once I was a teenager, my parents, and my parents really had to stand up and fight and push and privately take me, pay, get evaluations, and all of that. And the schools just did not have the type of services and things, that they do now, which, of course, made it much more difficult. And I'm sure that there's many of you out there in my age, bracket, that grew up in that time, when, again, any child growing up that did not fit in that cookie cutter box, there was not much else, for them, and they were pretty misunderstood. So, I think that, like, it's something we talk about all the time. Will this hobby ever become mainstream? And I really believe that it will be. I honestly believe, I mean, it should be, but I do believe that it will be. Of course, we're always going to have some people that will misunderstand, or won't want to take the time to stop and ask, and differentiate between, like, especially what we do on our YouTube channels, with the role play. I think that can be very misunderstood, because, people are watching and they're like, oh, this woman is talking and acting like this doll is real. Like, is this what they do in real life? Or is it just actual role play? And until those questions are answered. But at least, I think most people are open-minded and want to hear those answers. There's always going to be people that won't, just like there's always going to be people that won't understand anything else that doesn't fit in, that's different from themselves. You all know the deal. There's people out there that are just, like, prejudiced, narrow-minded, ignorant people that, if anything is different from them, from themselves, if someone acts different, if someone looks different, if they're from a different, race or country, or, all of that stuff, then they, are looking down on them. So it's not just like, our hobbies are different in that way, but it stinks. But yeah, there's people like that. There's always a fraction of people that still look at that old school, like, tattoos, or, they think it's only for, like, big bad bikers, or I don't even know what those people think from that, time when, now look, now, who would have thought maybe 20 years ago that school teachers would have tattoos and things like that. Maybe if somebody was sitting here 20 years ago, they would have said, nope, I don't think tattoos will ever be accepted as just like a mainstream thing that, just an ordinary thing. And look, here we are, 2020, and yes, is there a certain portion of people that still might judge somebody based on the color on their skin, on their skin, hear me say on their skin, the art on their skin? Yes, there is, but most people don't. Most people, like I said, you go to the kids' school, and my son's teachers have tattoos, and some of them cover them, some of them don't. It's just your personal preference, I suppose. Personally, for me, obviously, you can see my arms. I got the tattoos. I choose to cover my tattoos in venues that I feel it's appropriate, that I would probably cover those areas of my body anyway. Like, like if I feel like funerals, church, court, a meeting up at my child's school, well, if it's warm, obviously I might not have my arms covered, but I don't know. For me, it's just like just like anybody else, even if you weren't tattooed, you're gonna like be dress appropriate for that venue. And if you do have tattoos, you might dress a little bit more conservatively to think about covering those tattoos. Just me. That's just me. That's just out of my comfortability and my view of respect for, like, the venue of where I'm in. That's all. But anyways, so like I said, there's always appropriate times and places for certain things. Just like I wouldn't take a reborn doll to, someone's wedding, or, into church, or, you know what I mean? Like, this is my hobby. It's not, an appropriate place to, take something along with me that I collect. Okay? Does that make sense to you all? So I don't know. I'm thinking, but let me know below in the comments. Let me know what you all think. Do you think that this will ever, if it will ever spread kind of wide enough where it's just well known, so people that come across and see our dolls on YouTube, or those of you that take your dolls out, or even just people that come to our homes and see our dolls on display and things like that, do you ever think it'll just be like, oh yeah, that's a reborn doll, of course, they know, oh, they're a reborn collector? Because yeah, excuse me, I really do believe, I don't think it's gonna happen tomorrow, but I do believe it will. So let me know in the comments what you think. And if you do think that, yeah, it'll become mainstream, do you think it'll take, do you think we're getting close? Do you think it'll be like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? And I'd love to know, for those of you that are, really seasoned and that have been here, old timers in our hobby, let me know, have you seen, through as the years that you've been here gone by, have you seen the hobby becoming more widespread, around the world in population, and more people know about it? Let me know, because that would be like the statistics of, the history of how it went. So I'm curious to hear from all of you. All right, everyone. I'm going to let you go from there. Also, I wanted to mention, I'll probably have to make a whole video on this, but I know that some of you are having trouble getting into the membership. I've got comments and I've gotten some friends telling me, and they haven't had a chance to like fiddle with it, that they don't see the join button to get in. Well, that's a problem, right? If you're wanting to get in. Okay. So my suggestion right now is it's probably something to do with the web browser that you are signed into YouTube on. So for instance, like if you turn on your phone or your computer and you have the YouTube app, so you just click on YouTube and it automatically opens up for you, like you don't have to sign in, that app might not be updated, so you may not, be able to see the latest of anything. So one suggestion is go to your Play Store and just hit update on your YouTube app if you're on your phone or wherever you are. Or simply log out of YouTube and then go on to YouTube, not through your app, but just Google YouTube. It pops up and you'll see where to sign into YouTube and go on, onto your channel, and then check from there and you should be able to see the join button. Please let me know, folks, because I'm not obviously outside of my, I can't do that myself. So I need somebody to check for me and let me know, like, is that the issue? Did it work for you when you signed out and went back in? I would appreciate it so much. So to those of you that were, planning to join anyway, if you got through that glitch, please let me know. Please let everybody know. And no worries, we'll get it figured out so that everybody that wants to be there can get in there. All right, because we got everything going on backstage now. So all right, everyone, don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a video, and so you receive invites to my live streams. The link to Life Perplexed, to the interview with her, is below. Check out Laura, check out the Purple community, great bunch of people, and we have some new friends to the Reborn community. How cool is that? So give them a warm welcome too, all right? Just like they gave us. All right, everyone. Till next time, God bless.